Welcome back to an epic top 10s. Today we are going to talk about the top 10 most significant events and people in US history. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads. And while you're there, make sure to leave a like and comment down below what you think the number one will be. Now let's get into it. Number 10. Henry Clay is probably the most obscure figure on this list, but his impact on America is undeniable. He pushed for his so-called American system of economic management that encouraged the construction of infrastructure across the country, leading to developments such as the market revolution. He also negotiated many of the compromises between the pro- and anti-slavery factions in Congress, thereby forestalling the onset of the Civil War for many years, an impact that reverberates to this day. Number 9. 9/11 is the most recent event on this list and has been seen by many as a turning point in American history. On September 11, 2001, a series of coordinated terrorist attacks shook the nation to its core. The attacks on the World Trade Center in New York City, the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and the attack on United Flight 93 led to the loss of thousands of innocent lives. The aftermath of 9/11 had profound effects on American society, politics, and foreign policy. It marked a significant shift in national security policies, leading to the establishment of the Department of Homeland Security and the implementation of stricter airport security measures. The event also fueled a surge in patriotism and unity among Americans, as well as a renewed focus on combating global terrorism. Number 8. Ronald Reagan, often referred to as the Great Communicator, serves as the 40th President of the United States from 1981 to 1989. Reagan's presidency had a lasting impact on American politics and ideology. He advocated for conservative economic policies such as tax cuts and deregulation, which later came to be known as Reaganomics. Reagan's strong anti-communist stance and his role in the Cold War were also significant. His negotiations with Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev led to the signing of the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty, reducing the risk of nuclear war between the United States and the Soviet Union. Reagan's conservative policies and charismatic leadership style continue to influence American policies to this day. Number 7. The Civil Rights Movement was a pivotal moment in American history, characterized by the struggle for racial equality and civil rights for African Americans. Led by prominent figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and Malcolm X, the movement fought against racial segregation and discrimination in the United States. Key events such as the Montgomery bus boycott, the March on Washington, and the Selma to Montgomery marches played a significant role in raising awareness and mobilizing support for civil rights. The movement led to landmark legislation, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which outlawed segregation and ensured equal voting rights. Number 6. The Revolutionary War marked the birth of the United States as an independent nation. It was a war fought between Great Britain and the American colonies from 1775 to 1783. The war was driven by a desire for self-governance and the rejection of British rule. Key events such as the battles of Lexington and Concord, the Declaration of Independence, and the Battle of Yorktown were instrumental in the American victory. The war resulted in the Treaty of Paris, which recognized the United States as a sovereign nation. Number 5. World War II was a global conflict that had a profound impact on the United States. Following the attack on Pearl Harbor by the Empire of Japan, the United States entered the war in 1941. It became a crucial turning point in history, with the Allied forces, including the US, fighting against the Axis powers led by Germany, Italy, and Japan. The war had significant consequences for the United States on various fronts. It transformed the nation's economy, propelling it into an era of industrial production and technological advancements. The war effort united Americans and brought about social changes, including the increased participation of women in the workforce. Ultimately, the Allies' victory and the defeat of fascism shaped the post-war world and solidified the United States as a global superpower. Number 4. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, often referred to as FDR, served as the 32nd President of the United States from 1933 until his death in 1945. FDR's presidency coincided with the Great Depression and World War II, and his leadership during these challenging times was transformative. FDR's New Deal policies aimed to provide relief, recovery, and reform to the country during the Great Depression. Programs like Social Security, the Civilian Conservation Corps, and the Works Progress Administration helped alleviate poverty and unemployment. FDR's leadership during World War II guided the nation through one of its greatest challenges. Number 3. George Washington, the first President of the United States, holds a significant place in American history. He played a crucial role in the American Revolutionary War, leading to the Continental Army to victory against the British. Washington's leadership and determination laid the foundation for the formation of a new nation. As a president, Washington helped shape the presidency and establish important precedents. He played a key role in drafting the United States Constitution and advocated for a strong central government. Washington's farewell address, in which he warned against political divisions and entanglements with foreign powers, remains relevant to this day. Number 2. The Industrial Revolution had a major impact on the United States, propelling it into an era of rapid industrialization and technological advancements. It began in the late 18th century and continued throughout the 19th century, revolutionizing manufacturing, transportation, and communication. Key developments such as the mechanization of textile production, the construction of railroads, and the invention of the telegraph led to significant economic growth and urbanization. The Industrial Revolution brought about profound social and cultural changes, including the rise of the middle class, the expansion of cities, and the shift from agrarian to industrialized society. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the number 1 most significant event in US history. Let's get into it. But before we reveal that, make sure to like this video, comment below your thoughts so far, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to stay updated on our future uploads. Now, it's time for the grand finale. The number 1 most significant event in person in US history. Number 1. The Civil War and Reconstruction period takes the top spot on our list. This monumental event, spanning from 1861 to 1865, was a defining moment in American history. The war was fought between the northern states, known as the Union, and the southern states, known as the Confederacy, over issues of slavery, states' rights, and the future of our nation. The Civil War resulted in the abolition of slavery with the passage of the 13th Amendment, making it one of the most important moments in the fight for equality and human rights. It also solidified the power and authority of the federal government over the states. The Reconstruction era that followed aimed to rebuild the country and address the challenges of integrating former slaves into society. The effects of the Civil War and Reconstruction are still felt today. They shaped the course of American history, political and social dynamics, and race relations in the country. Without these monumental events and people, the US history and the world as we know it would be entirely different. And with that, we conclude our epic top 10s list. Now, if you found this video informative and entertaining, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share with your friends. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell icon to be notified of our future uploads. Thank you for joining us today. We'll be back soon with even more exciting content. Stay tuned, and until next time, this has been Epic Top 10s.